Okay, I'm gonna start recording now. And the other one that was engineering, so the other one I'm doing is combat. You attack the drone base at the planet.
And the Xerox codes will help you with the drone base.
Okay. Are they door codes?
Yes. The way it works, if you look at the long code, every 4-digit number that is not a 0.
Yeah, the zeros separate them.
Right. Because they don't use 0 in their door codes.
2234, 2252, 2323. There's 2 codes per. No, there's 3 codes per line. And we got 5 lines.
And just to make things a little bit more confusing, sometimes doors will use the same codes as previous doors in the P.
Do I use these codes, like after we deal with the first drone base? Will the next drone base use these same codes? Or will I get a new one?
Well, if it's the same, here's the thing. Right now, your goal is the drone base, and then the next combat goal you'll have is, I believe, taking out a certain number of space drones or something like that, and then golems, and then the final mission. But the final mission is the alien ziggurat, which has its own set of codes. Now, here's the thing: the codes that you have, the POI of this same base, the Rados drone base, I took the basis of those codes. The first, I believe, 5 codes that I took were from the base Rados drone base, and so the codes that I used were it'll still work for a Rados drone base for any door that's locked. It's just with a Rados drone base, you could also just blast your way through everything because it's not a admin core, but this one is. So.
Okay, so I think what we should probably do is build up our SVs with shields. I don't know if the one you made me already has a shield generator or not. I know it has warp.
I believe it has a place to put a shield generator.
Oh, good. So I'll have to pop a block to find the spot for it, huh?
Well, I know where the spot would be, so...
Okay.
Bring it into the hangar bay here.
I don't even know where I left it. It's probably on the star.
On the white star.
White star.
Yeah, but my vessel here already has a shield generator. It just has no weapons.
Okay, we might want to add at least something on you, with some rockets, so we can start bombing and take out the shields. Here it is. I found it.
Well, the thing is, if you add those, it'll put it over the CPU limit. It might not. I don't. If you add 1, it might not.
Yeah, this ship already has rockets.
But this has no tank. This has no storage. Nothing. This is just a scout transport vessel. So.
Or we can build a second ship, or third, actually.
We could, but I don't know if we have enough stuff to build another Eagle.
Or something. Anything, really.
All right. So raise up and level out compared to the floor here.
Okay, let me see if I can go make one. I just now unlocked it before we came over to the hangar.
Yeah. And there's a space right in the back for it. I only had to take out the 1 block on the bottom and then a few of the, what do they call them? The truss blocks or whatever. The truss blocks.
Hey, I can make one. I guess I don't need a Pentaxa tank. It already has one, right?
Well, yeah, it's got a warp drive, so...
Isn't it building? There it goes. It's like really slow.
Well, it wasn't building because I was in the thing, and yes, it is. It takes a while to build any shield generator. It'll take a while.
It built 1 or 2 flux coils and then it started. It does that weird thing where the pre-build is sort of weird. Maybe it was just thinking about what it needs to pre-build. Remember when we used to have to make everything manually for each little bit?
I know. I remember that sucked, but yeah.
And then you had to, even with the advanced constructor, you still had to do. Well, no, the first advanced constructor did everything for you. Now all constructors do everything for you.
Yeah. Initially, it was like everything you had to build everything, and then the advanced constructor would build it, and the large constructor wouldn't. Then the large constructor would, but the portable one, which was at the time called the survival constructor, would not. And then they made that so that would, and then they gave you a personal constructor in your suit, and yeah, it was.
I'd gotten used to that. I really hadn't gotten used to that, but I think so many new players were complaining about the building aspect. Get right in there vertically.
Yep, you're gonna have to rotate it and just plop it in there, and
It's in. You got the block. All right. Now the question is, do I have the pentaxid?
you should.
I mean, I don't know how much is in the ship already.
Your pentaxid tank is here. You've got a good amount, like halfway full.
Okay. Turning on the shields. I am well over the tier though. Like doubled.
Yeah, that's what I was afraid of, that you would be. So we're gonna need.
Is there a spot to upgrade?
There should be. I just don't remember where it is. You're at what tier?
It's tier
3? 2. You're tier
yeah,
2.
It's...
You need to go. Yeah, you need to go to tier 3.
Yep, because it's doubled from what the CPU is at right now. So I don't think we have enough stuff to upgrade.
No, I don't think so either.
Oh, I still have them locked for tier 3. Go.
We're gonna need the what do you call them?
How many do you need? 2 of these? I forget.
You need 2 tier 3 devices, which need 2 what do you call them each?
So you need 1 for 2, 2 for 3, and 4 for 4.
Well, you only need 1 optronic matrix for each tier 4, so you need 4 for tier 4, but you also need 2 optronic bridges per tier 3 extender, and you need a tier 3 extender to make a tier 4 extender. So you need a total of 8 optronic bridges to make the full to make the 4 extenders tier 4.
Yeah.
So tier 4 is real tough to get to.
So maybe you should pop it out for now until we can get that. I don't know. That's going to be a while until we get enough gold or we can trade for it.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and put all these blocks back on that I just pulled off.
Okay.
Hold on. Did I pull off the wrong thing? I pulled off the wrong thing.
You did? It looks like the right one. Oh, what was in there? The constructor?
The constructor.
Oh. Yeah, it was. Yeah, I keep forgetting this has a constructor. I've been so used to building my ships without constructors.
Yeah, but I intentionally made this one with a constructor so that that it would work.
Oh, that's why those blocks are missing. Yeah, that is a good spot for the tier 3s. I think you put some deco under it to hide it a little bit.
Okay, now here's what I'm gonna do. Since we're not leaving the system, let's make some. Let's see. Oh, we might have some on the. I'm not close enough to the white. There we go. White star.
Well, shouldn't we leave the system so we can get some the stuff we need, or you want to trade instead for the bridges and matrices?
All right. Here's the thing. Now you don't have a warp drive now.
What are you gonna put in there?
Well, I was just gonna seal this up with hardened steel blocks and say, let's just go at it with this, you know. But if you insist on having a shield generator, we could spend the next 5 episodes trying to get the stuff for your CPUs.
That's true. You got the shields, but no rockets, and I got the rockets and no shield.
Tell you what, no, here's what we can do. I've got an idea.
Yours is already tier 3. You should just take the rockets. You can be a bomber, a stealth bomber.
No, because mine wouldn't be that good with that. Okay. So I've got.
Because the warp drive doesn't really add much to CPU anyway.
No, it doesn't. But here's what I'm going to do.
Plus, we can make more rocket launchers. We don't need to take mine off. Oh, I see what you're doing. And I guess you can run distraction while I'm bombing the base.
Well, keep in mind you have 2 seats in your
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, but whoever's in the back or whoever's the second pilot can't really do anything. Unfortunately, though, it'd be kind of nice if they can do like a CV attack and someone can man the rockets, or I mean, a turret or something.
Yeah.
You could in a HV. We don't have any battle tanks or anything.
Well, I do have a ARV battle tank that I could use, but it also requires CPU.
Well, we can use it from this ship.
Especially the shielded one requires CPU.
Could we scrap this ship and put it towards that ship, maybe, if there's enough material?
Well, the only things we'd have to scrap out of this would be the CPU and the shield. No, or probably just the CPU, because the shield is, you know, and we'd have to have the thing that can break down the CPU to get the components back, because it's an HV, uses a different CPU.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, damn it. And we can't just use the same blocks because it's different. Darn it.
The best thing to do would be to use this ship.
Okay.
Lower it down for me.
All the way?
Yeah, all the way. All right, so right now you have regular rocket launchers, which isn't going to make much difference whether they're regular or homing going
No.
against the base.
No, that's the same damage, isn't it? Or is the homing less?
No, I believe it's the same damage. So,
And they're actually higher than some of the energy-based, like the plasma.
Actually, no. The let's see, the homing rockets, explosion damage is 1170. Oh yeah, the homing rocket launcher is less explosion damage. So you're gonna want the regular rocket launchers. So we're gonna make 2 more of those. Let's see. I could theoretically make the plasma ones, but I don't think
they're not as powerful.
Well, yes and no.
Plus, it takes Pentaxa to build it. I think the ammo.
Right, which is the biggest problem. But let's see.
We have magnesium.
The thing with the plasma is that it only does 650 as opposed to the 1425, but the rate of fire on a regular rocket launcher is 30 RPM. On a plasma is 75, so it fires more than twice as fast.
Plus, it's more fun too. I've been playing it single player.
The reload time on the plasma is 3 seconds. On the rocket, it's 8 seconds. Mm-hmm. So with the plasma, it actually does more damage per unit of time. It's just each individual shot doesn't do as much.
Yep, DPS.
That's why plasma is better, but making the plasma things requires zestcosium alloy and requires a whole bunch of stuff, and the plasma things themselves require elemental pentaxid. So
right. Okay, so you want to make it a quad bomber or quad rockets?
That's interesting. Oh, there it is. Okay. Yeah. Yes, I do want to make it a quad rocket thing. I'm turning it basically into the tier 3 Eagle.
Okay.
Because the tier 3 Eagle is basically exactly what we're doing now, putting shields and 2 additional rocket launchers on it.
It almost looks like that the back end could break off, like detach and be 2 ships. Which we technically could do that.
Yeah, but it would require, it would be a little more difficult. I've tried, turning one of these into one where the back thing was like a small scout, and then the forwards were all that, and I had to get rid of the shield generator and the and some of the other stuff in order to make it functional. Like basically, this here was a mini pod that docked on the back of it, and in order to do that, I had to get rid of the shield generator, the constructor. I added the constructor as part of the mini pod that was on there, and it was all cool and everything, but it I don't know. I mean, I might end up making another version of it that's like that, but I don't know.
Well, it's kind of impractical because the passenger can't sit in the cockpit and be docked and have the shit fly around. They won't let you do that. So maybe if Alien ever changes that, then that might work better.
Go ahead and try to repair your Gatling guns. One of them's damaged.
Okay. These aren't armored, huh? These cockpits.
They are now. I just armored them.
Okay. Both of them?
Yeah.
Cool.
I just connected. I had to make a couple of electronics for each of them, and so I connected them. I connected to the input and did that. All right, I'm ready to go whenever you are. Let's see. Do we have ammunition for your thing?
I'm at the thing. I can make some right here.
You have a little bit. You're gonna need some more.
Is it 130s, right?
Yeah, 130 millimeter. You're gonna want some more Gatling ammo too. You've only got 131.
All right. Where is any food?
Now I'm wondering. I don't know. See, I keep saying this is what they ought to do, but I don't know if they ever actually do it. What they ought to do is have it so that if you have two cockpits and the main one that's controlling it gets blown up and there's someone in the other one, it automatically reverts control to that one.
Yeah.
Then it would make sense to have two cockpits with two pilots so that if one of them gets blown up, the other continues to fly.
Yep. Or if one gets out, the other one should be able to fly, which it kind of doesn't. You have to get out and get back in.
Right. I've got another thing that I can do real quick to modify the thing. Hold on.
Got 200 rockets, and I think it's still making more ammo. Should turn it off.
Yeah.
Turn off the constructor from making ammo. And it went crazy on the 15 mil.
Well, it's not making any more now.
Okay.
I need in the cargo box the output.
I'm out. All right, so I got over 2,600 bullets and about 200 rockets. A little extra protection.
Yep, just a little extra protection in case the shields go down and we take a hit to the back. That you won't be taking a hit directly on your cargo stuff, because those things die easily if they take one hit.
It's like 50 HP on like the fridge.
Yeah.
Oh, they took the fridge out.
I took the fridge out, but but you know, like the extensions have 100. The constructor itself is only 150, and it's only 100 on the ammo box. Now, I know the shutters only have 30 each, but at least they'll take a hit and get destroyed before the constructor and the other thing will. So
Oh, I can't turn the shields on when I'm docked, huh?
you should be able to. I don't know. Actually, no. When you're docked, you cannot turn the shields on. That is correct. They change.
It makes sense. Okay. But they stay on when you dock after the shields are on.
Well, if the shields are on and you dock, it'll deactivate the shield, but then it'll reactivate it when you launch. Also, go into the control panel.
You're in it.
Go in there now. You'll see where it says combat systems on the right.
Yep.
When you activate that, all your weapons go out and your shield comes on, and when you deactivate it, all of it goes off to save energy.
Okay.
Now, me being your co-pilot, I will control the control panel and activate the weapons and such. Activate the weapons and shield when we get close.
Can you fill it with air? I don't know where the air is. I think the air is on the white star.
Yeah, we're gonna have to fly close to the white star, and I can fill it with air. I'm deactivating the combat systems for now.
Okay. Where's the white star? To the right?
It's docked, remember?
Uh-huh.
You're gonna have to stop moving.
Well, there's only like one.
Just right where you are. That's fine. I'm grabbing a little extra fuel, extra oxygen, just in case. Although we're not going to need oxygen on the planet. There's oxygen on.
Yeah. Okay, when we get to the planet, you can mark the drone base. Ready to go?
Yep, let's go. I already have the drone base marked. I'll just share the thing. That's what a lot of times co-pilot will do, is basically just be the navigator and the auxiliary, thing activating stuff. Mm-hmm. For example, in the control panel and such.
Yeah, that's what we did on the CV too in other past games, past playthroughs.
Right. When we had like you, me, and Cap, or me, Cap, and Zan, and